don't know.
And you know what that means? It means we are live! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to the Watchtower! We want to thank everybody that supported the last show, which is at damn near 600 views, and the subscribers keep coming through. We are now at 352 subs. We are almost at our goal of 500 with 144 days left to go. We want to thank everybody that has been coming in, tuning into us, and helping this channel grow, putting water in the soil, making us go. And before we do that, let's talk about people that are here. We got Briarios, who is here. Shout out to Briarios. Briarios is usually the first dude in here. Shout out to Briarios for being here. Shout out to him. He's always here first. I see Videlli is here. King Videlli is here. Yeah. Videli's here. Yeah, we see him. Who else do we see here? I see Swordfish, who was here. Shout out to him for being here. And one of our newest supporters, now this brother's name is a little wacky, but you know, Butts Unplugged. What is good, brother? Your name is hard to say. Doesn't actually roll off the tongue. Pause. But we appreciate you being here, brother. By the way, in the UK, by the way, so this brother's staying up late. He must work the night shift. So, you know, shout out to those brothers. And Larry Buzz Jr. You got Larry is in the house here. You know, Larry likes giving people the business. Thank you, Larry, for snitching on Badman, who freaking timed out freaking Parker because he was you know, posting things that was true and dear to his heart. But you know, that's not how we do things around here. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get started. Man, we got a show for y'all, boy. When Levon put 8 topics out there, that means we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot. All right, so Levon got 8 topics, and we will go over first the weekend box office. And we have Deadpool and Wolverine at $54 million this weekend, which means that this does indeed have legs. We will click on the button for Deadpool and Wolverine. Look at that, folks. $1.29 billion.
Billions with a B.
With a
billion with a B.
$1 billion. So look at it. It's 1.29 billion. I believe that's almost close to the Joker. They are almost at the Joker. No cap. That's big. And here's the big thing. It's still got time to go. How does anybody think that this movie can hit 1 billion? I'm sorry, 2 billion. I already did 1.
I don't think it'll hit the 2 billion, but maybe 1.3.
1.3?
Yeah, because like I think eventually it'll dot out. It has to hit a much keep rapid pace to get to 2 billion. That's what I'm saying. So yeah. So eventually they start to slow down, though.
Does anybody know the last Marvel, besides Spider-Man? Does anybody know the last time a Marvel movie hit 1 billion besides Spider-Man?
Probably Endgame.
I mean, Captain Marvel. I know that was $1 billion.
Captain Marvel did 1 billion?
Yeah.
Captain Marvel, yeah, it did $1 billion.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Oh, let's find out.
I didn't know that. Because I think it's been a while since, other than Spider-Man, that another Marvel property hit $1 billion.
No. Because Endgame did it.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
after Endgame.
Okay, yeah, after Endgame, yeah, there's far and few in between.
Yeah.
You got Iron Man 3 hit $1 billion. The first Avengers hit $1 billion.
Again, all of them hit $1 billion. Right, almost.
Yeah, Avengers: Age of Ultron hit $1 billion.
Infinity War, right? I'm assuming that did it.
Civil War hit $1 billion when they introduced Spider-Man into the MCU. That hit $1 billion. Black Panther hit $1 billion.
Okay.
Infinity War hit $2 billion.
Damn.
Captain Marvel did $1 billion.
Yeah. Okay.
Endgame did 2.80 billion. Almost did 3. Actually, it will do 3 billion because I'm pretty sure they're going to re-release it
We did that again though, so that's where just top
yeah,
Avatar.
Yeah, exactly. So that so Endgame did 2.80 billion. Spider-Man Far From Home did 1.13 billion, and Spider-Man No Way Home, which I thought it did 2 billion, but I mean it might as well have it did 1.92 billion. I thought it did 2. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, what
so Ricky, with this hitting $1 billion, do you think Marvel has gotten a second breath? Do you think they got their second breath? Do you think it's going to bring back? Because a lot of fans were down on Marvel properties. Do you think this is going to bring Marvel back?
Well, to answer your question, I think it's too close to tell. The reason why I say that is because Deadpool Wolverine might be $1 billion movie in the MCU now, but it is not the better of the movies to hit. Like usually the other MCU movie, there's 2 of them that hit billions that I didn't think deserved it. That was Captain Marvel and that was Age of Ultron. Those movies were not very good movies, and they did $1 billion. But they did $1 billion on the backs of other movies making $1 billion. Do I think that Deadpool Wolverine will help the new Captain America movie get to $1 billion? Possibly. Because here's what I think: if the Captain America movie that comes out in Black History Month, which was not by accident, if that comes out and that does $1 billion, I'm pretty sure that the Fantastic Four will also do $1 billion, because you remember they do this because this is the MCU. It's a cinematic thing. They're all connected. So everybody, bro, I knew Marvel was back. When I say back, as far as making good movies, but as far as the interest, when all of the movie theater stays in after the end credits.
Yeah.
I seen people leaving during the Marvels. They didn't care. I seen people leaving during the Eternals. They didn't care. This Deadpool Wolverine, they stayed and they sat there. I seen people leave after the second Black Panther. They didn't want to see what the end credits were. They just like, we had enough. And so that I seen that happen. So with that being said, I think they can offer the piggybacks. Hey, Noah, you got some stuff going on around there, brother. Well, so I think that they can hey, look, I think they can build off of it. Emmanuel A1 is here. What's good, brother?
If I had to pick and choose what would be the next $1 billion movie, I would guess Avengers Doomsday. I guess I would put my money on that.
Avengers Doomsday?
RDJ.
I mean, that's probably
Well,
that'll do too.
But I don't know about the Fantastic Four or the, I think the Captain America could be a good movie. I'm not sure if it gets $1 billion, but I think at least 700 million.
But again, because remember, Captain Marvel wasn't a good movie, hit $1 billion. Age of Ultron hit $1 billion, wasn't a good movie. Those movies hit $1 billion because the movies before it that were connected, you anticipated it. It was like everybody wanted to know the next step that Marvel was going to take. And because Fantastic Four might be introducing the mutants, that's why I think it might do $1 billion. Everybody's going to want to see how they're going to put the mutants into the MCU. And I remember in Deadpool Wolverine, they specifically mentioned mutants because remember, they could not use that word because they were owned by Fox. Fox owned the term mutant. So I think they are really, really going to emphasize.
Now we look at this already. What makes a movie do $1 billion? So basically,
a lot of advertising.
I'm saying I would say people actually coming back to watch the movie
absolutely
a second.
100%.
Yeah. So Fantastic Four, Captain America, be able to do that though. How Deadpool and Wolverine you go from the comedy stuff right to like more serious, would that be able to hold the audience consistently like Deadpool and Wolverine did?
Depends.
So that's why
it depends on what happened. I'm pretty sure Feige might be going through some rewrites to see what worked in Deadpool Wolverine, to see if he can get that to work in Fantastic Four. Shout out to Emmanuel A1. He said, "What's up, Ricky? What's good, brother? Glad you're here." He said, "How many Fantastic Four flops do we have to endure?" You're right. I think Feige think he can fix it. Now, Butts Unplugged. He said, "Do you think Wesley Snipes will be back in Blade?" We're going to get to that later on in the show. And it's interesting, very interesting about that. So
I'm gonna say this though. Some guy in the chat named Larry Buzz I tried to lowball an offer. I said I think they could do probably $1.5 billion. Remember, so that's not a lowball. I don't think they could do $2 million.
But I think they're doing 1.5. We think
so I'm saying bro,
1.5 is huge.
Yeah, it
It's
probably do
huge.
1.5.
Huge.
But another
Huge.
billion, I don't know, because usually movies start to slow down, right, at a
But you
certain
gotta
rate.
understand this too, Parker. It has no competition coming up, and as long as there's no competition in the international box office, because sometimes they'll get a movie like in China or something that's doing really, really well. But as long as that movie is still running in China, as long as that movie is still running everywhere else, it is nothing. You got Labor Day coming up, another 3 weeks from now. I think it might hit 1.5. I mean, bro, it's at 1.25. It'll be at 1.1 by the end.
Yeah, but I think I would say I would probably the most probably 1.5. I just don't know 2 billion. That they really gonna have to really push it to get to 2 billion, whatever.
Well,
I think it'll get close. I think it'll get close.
Yeah,
I really do. Yeah, I really do think that this is Marvel's second win, man, because after the announcement, them bringing back the Russo brothers and Downey Jr. coming back to play Doom, I think that reinvigorated everything about Marvel.
It got
everything
a
that people love. Yeah,
it got a bump. People excited. They're excited to.
Yeah, but Rick, I gotta stop you.
Oh,
now it's a little deja vu, though, right? Because let's take it back, Rick. Right, we're gonna take way back, like your profile picture, right? Look at Blade. Oh yeah, look at this, boom. And then some of these movies didn't live up to what Blade, the groundwork Blade put out, though. We can look at those, right? And what these other movies outside of Robert, like what these other movies better live up to standard with Deadpool for us selling the billies and stuff like that. I can give you the Avengers Doomsday. I don't know about the Fantastic Four or the Captain Marvel gonna do $1 billion. I don't know about those two.
Bro, nobody.
And other movies they had.
You know what? Nobody saw the Guardians of the Galaxy, the success that those movies would have either.
Yeah, so we don't know
Everybody
really.
slept on those movies. I think if they were bigger characters, they would have did $1 billion. But probably so. Yeah,
but I'll put my money on Avengers Doomsday though, getting that billion, maybe $1.5 billion. Right?
Well, maybe. Now, I put up a poll, and I said, do you think Deadpool will hit $2 billion? So far, 62% are in, and I believe it's at a no. They're saying a no. It's hard to get a $2 billion, especially with with people.
Unless they re-release it, though. I guess.
Well, now remember, they are going to release a collector's DVD that will have an extended version on it.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna release that where Wolverine says his classic line, "I'm the best at what I do," yada yada yada. So that's gonna.
Rick just went to Steelbook. I know Rick on the Steelbook. I'll probably get the Steelbook though.
Once that goes up for sale, I'm telling you guys now, you better pre-order it.
Best Buy or whoever.
Well, Best Buy don't sell disc anymore, so you.
Groove.
Yes, you got to pre-order it on Groove or GameStop. GameStop now lets you pre-order DVDs as well. So that's where you're going to have to get it. Shout out to Swordfish. He said Borderlands was cans. No doubt. He said, but the 4DX was good. Yeah. We're going to get to that, Swordfish.
Yeah, Rick, one more thing, though. Right now, we talk about this Blu-ray. Now, wasn't that a hell of a deal by Sony with Marvel, though? You look at it now.
Yes,
imagine how much those Deadpool's going to sell.
Now, listen, I think it was a good... Hit the like button, y'all. Come on. Hit the like button. So, now, what I think here is, what we need to talk about is, I think Sony had no other choice, though. And again, I say that because they're the manufacturer of it. They're the ones that's not going to lose any money.
Yeah.
So that was a good call for them. Again, I like physical media, and that's what they do. So listen, we are going to get back to giving you guys the Don't Buy Digital. We're going to go back to me doing those shorts again and unboxing certain box sets or anything like that. Because I think it's time, to start doing those again. And, just moving forward, that's what we're going to do. Try to give you guys content because, hey, look, more people jumped on board. 60 more people in the last 10 days decided they like what we've been doing for the last year and a half. So, shout out to them.
They said I'm too loud, so I just turned my mic down.
Yeah, but now you're too low.
So,
now
you're too low.
Now you're too low. Now, we'll round it off. Deadpool and Wolverine was number 1. Number 2 was It Ends With Us, which features Ryan Reynolds' wife. She's in there. Twisters was at number 3. Still holding strong. Twisters is still holding. Now listen, folks, look at Twisters here. Twisters is at 310 million worldwide. It did its job. Made 222 million domestically. So of course
is that a remake of the old Twister?
It's a continuation of the story.
Oh, okay.
It's a continuation. I don't think Kevin Bacon's in it, but it's same characters. So Twisters, it cost them $155 million to make. And they're already right now at 310. So they're halfway home. So they're going to be all right. They're gonna be all right. So now that being said, Borderlands was number 4 with 8 million. We will get into that towards the end of the show. Despicable Me made its money. Number 5, Trap number 6, Inside Out number 2, which was also a $1 billion movie. I don't know if Despicable Me is gonna make $1 billion. It's close. I don't see how this is gonna make another 200 million when it's losing. Well, I don't see how. Despicable Me is gonna try. I don't know if it's gonna make it.
I think the other one movie that's got a chance at $2 billion.
No,
the other animated one?
Inside
yeah,
Out?
yeah.
Inside Out, it's at 1.593. I don't think it's gonna. That means it's gonna have another 407 million in it. I don't know if it does.
Oh yeah, maybe not, but I think that's probably the closest.
You know,
probably.
Yeah. You know that was at.
I'm trying to realize how all these fucking cartoons are making all this money, bruh.
Well, Mario
is making but strategic big money. It's kids, summer, they're out of school, they can go 2-3 times just to shut these kids up. Listen, I used to take my kids to see movies 2 or 3 different times because they liked it. And because it was a time they got to eat some snacks and just shut up and leave me alone and take a nap. You know, it was yeah. So Harold and the Purple Crayon, which I said was a super L. Worldwide, it's made $15 million.
Yeah, they can keep that.
Yeah, that hurts. I mean, hell, that's an early release night at Deadpool.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So now let's get back to, I don't remember what it was, but the movie cost $40 million to make. Oh my God, they are in the red.
Ooh.
Bro. Yeah, they're in trouble. Somebody gonna lose their job for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Levon, Ty That Man, you guys tweet the show out?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't know where the hell Nico is. All right, and number 9 was Cuckoo, whatever the heck that is. And 10 was Longlegs. Longlegs that we talked about. Longlegs made its money a long time ago. It made $90 million worldwide, and I believe Longlegs only cost, let me see. Longlegs cost $10 million to make.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, everybody getting fried chicken. Pizza.
Yeah. Listen, everybody, it's barbecue chicken. Everybody's getting their money. Everybody's straight. All right, so anybody else got anything to say on a weekend box office before we move on?
Whoa. Go there.
Yeah, I wanted to.
Go ahead.
No, before we move forward, I just wanted to say, so I watched The Flash, and then I watched Deadpool. I want to ask the panel, what do you think that The Flash was missing? That Deadpool brought to the table, because they both had cameos.
I didn't watch The Flash, so I don't got anything to say on
Flash's story was ass.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
The story was ass. That's the problem with the story. And you were very confused. If you want Flash to be good, you have to. I mean, the Keaton Batman saved that movie. I mean, I wouldn't have watched it if if I had to. Shout out to Ty That Woman. Ty That Woman is here.
Ooh, I think I love you, but don't let me get in the way.
I'm not. Not that I know of, but I would say they probably wasted like Supergirl in that movie, right? They wasted.
Parker, you sound real low. You sound real low, Parker.
No, he fine. He sound fine. You got him turned down.
Emmanuel A1. All right, he said The Flash was amazing. Top 5 superhero movie. I'm a DC hater. Hey, Emmanuel A1, listen, I don't know who paid you to say that, but can you give me their number, because I'm going to be on the payroll too. Hell, I'll give it freaking 5 likes if I have to. So.
Here's my issue with The Flash. They tried to piggyback off Man of Steel. No, that was my problem with it, right? And because they had the same actor play Zod in there, right? No, make your own Flash movie using Reverse Flash or somebody. Like, no, come on. So, like, it didn't feel like a Flash movie. It felt like, a spinoff of like a Superman with Supergirl.
Even Ty That Woman, she said The Flash was trash. So yeah. All right, so we got
whole.
Go ahead, brother.
Well, I'm sorry. I was just going to piggyback off what he was saying. The Flash, that whole movie was in trouble. Like, dude kept getting in trouble. He was doing weird shit. They kept finding writers and directors for that movie. I've been like, we just talked about this. Yeah, before we came on the show, I was telling Parker that WB is just these last couple of years. I don't know what the fuck they've been doing. They've been fucking up royally these last couple of years, man. They've been fucking up. Period. WB has.
I was
Dark Lord Fusion is here. What's good, brother? Good to see you.
It probably has some unfortunate, also like Patty Jenkins, not her best work, right? So Wonder Woman 84. You had issues going on with Aquaman, right?
Butts Unplugged and changed his freaking what's the name? His profile
His
picture.
name?
Yeah, he's back his blade down. Yeah, my nigga, what's good?
So I'm looking. Listen, man. So I'm looking forward for James Gunn to write the ship. Like Peacemaker was pretty decent.
All right, listen. Hold on, Parker.
Right.
We're talking about the weekend box office here.
No, he just brought up WB though. I was just going. What are you saying?
I understand.
I was saying it in passing.
Yeah, but I want to see what Ty said because I haven't heard anything from Ty all show.
Oh, go ahead, Ty.
I just got here, but let's just be honest. DC can't make a good live action movie to save their life. They should just stick to cartoons.
Oh, wait, hold on. Whoa. After that Crisis Part 3, I think you might not want to say that.
I didn't see it because it's not on the thing.
Bro.
So
it should be Levon should have had it up there. But yeah, Crisis Infinite Earths Part 3 is the last part of the saga. All I can say is, if I'm Kevin Conroy, I'd stay dead for the way they did Batman in this thing.
I hear what you're saying, Ricky, but they bread and butter is the cartoons. That's just keep it a buck.
It is.
Yeah.
Like TV show.
Listen, but hold on. I think they're losing something. You know what? Let's segue into Batman, the Caped Crusader. Levon, since we're talking DC, I want to go Batman, the Caped Crusader, because I got to be honest with you guys. As Manhattan says. So before we go to Batman, Caped Crusader, the Deadpool Wolverine will hit 2 million. 62% said no. So now, that being said, we are going to move into Batman, the Caped Crusader.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.
He's here! Deuce is here! He's got.
What's good, family?
I can't cap anymore, but
nah, what you was capping about?
I didn't get a chance. You came in. I had my cap already, man. I had it all written down here, right here on this very paper. Everything I was going to cap about. Here comes this Floridian in here. You know what I'm saying? Messing me all up. So we were asking Deuce if you think that Deadpool Wolverine could hit 2 billion. 62% said no.
What do I think it could hit? Maybe 1.4, 1.5. I think 1.5 is the max.
Okay.
That's my opinion. I think maybe 1.5 the max.
All right, so we're moving to. We're going to talk about Batman: The Caped Crusader. Did you get a chance to watch it?
Yeah, I did.
Because it was Batman, I couldn't wait. I was not going to waste 10 weeks talking about each episode, and we're going to do that with a grain of salt. We did it with Supacell. I think going forward, if we want more of an in-depth show, we can talk about, but we have to outline each episode. We got to write it down, and we got to remember. Because, if we want to do that from now on. Now, if everything is released, a week at a time, then we'll do it like that. But if the whole series is available, I understand it's hard for me to try to binge watch on stuff because I'm busy. But I kind of binge watched on Batman, the Caped Crusader. Now, I'll go last because I'm the biggest Batman fan in here, figuratively and literally. I'll go ask the Superman guy. What does he think of the series? Did you watch it?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. I believe what I've seen, it's like a classic Batman tale. Look at taking into account the time that is in, so you ain't get these over the top extreme gadgets, right? So yeah. So I like the show. I like what they're doing with it though. And stuff. That's how Batman.
So you like what they were doing with Batman: The Caped Crusader? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Big Money. Did you get a chance to watch it?
Yes.
Oh man, Big Money said, "Boo that show!" Oh man, Big Money said, "Boo it."
Listen, bro, I didn't get it. I didn't get the choices they made within, and I'm not gonna bring it up because I know how certain people, especially YouTube, get about you talking about certain stuff. But the decisions they made and changing characters, I wasn't with that. I wasn't with none of that shit they did on that show. Yeah, but the show itself, I never could get with it. All I got was I know it only had 10 episodes, but I only got to like 8 because I couldn't take it no more.
There's no real continuity. There was no real continuity. Yeah. The only continuity in the whole show really was probably Harvey Dent. That was
and that's what. I'm sorry. Go ahead. That's what I was telling Vaughn last week. That's exactly what I told Vaughn last week.
You take it. Go ahead, Deuce. What do you think?
No, well, me and Vaughn was going back and forth last week, and he said that there's no real storyline, and I said that's not true. The district attorney had his whole storyline throughout all 10 episodes. I said if there was one constant, it was him.
Yep.
I mean, I like the Easter egg at the end. I was wondering when he was going to show up. And
yes, yeah. At the end, yes.
I understand what Big Money is saying as far as changing the characters. I didn't really have a problem with Penguin, and I didn't have a problem with them, making.
She got heavy.
Oh my gosh, this dude, he can't help himself. I didn't have a problem with Gordon being black either. So I mean, other than that, it was a solid. I did the whole series.
That's an homage to Matt Reeves, though.
Yeah. I give the whole series maybe a 7.5. So I think it was a solid series.
Oh, I didn't even get my grade for it. No,
what's your grade, Parker?
I give this series. I like the storyline, everything associated with it. I gave it a 9. I don't care what characters got transformed. I look at the plot, dialogue. Or to me, all that stuff fits together, though, right? It doesn't change the core of how the character or villain acts, whatever, right? Whatever the possible gender it might be. So I don't have a problem with that.
I'm not gonna lie, female Penguin looks more ruthless than regular Penguin. Like Shorty murked her own sons. Like what? What you on, lady? Like goddamn.
Yeah, bro. She was listening. He's like, no, mama. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, the thing about that is, man, is that I don't think they changed the character to be changing it. I think they changed it to show us they keep on leading us down this agenda. That's what I keep seeing. Every week, I see them changing characters to fit an agenda. You didn't do it because it was best for that character. The only time you change the character is when it's best for that character, not when you're trying to push an agenda. That's my own personal thing, and I just think they're trying to push an agenda. They had the part in there where when they had Harley's supposed, I guess she's gay now, so
they've been making her gay with Harley and Ivy.
Yeah,
so,
Well, they have their own show. Yeah, she is going that route.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they're just trying to push an agenda, but I could be wrong. Maybe they did it for a reason. But I just think they did it to push an agenda. That's all.
I would say this though. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. Let the writers and creators be creators. Don't put them in a box. Let them go out there. Whatever narratives they want to push, whatever lines they want to step over the lines.
You fluid, Parker?
Oh, he's back.
He's
back. Nico did. Take five. Go.
Let him do that,
Nico here, folks. We glad Nico.
That's why. That's why I'm liking the absolute, because they don't have to be constrained to the traditional characters of Batman, Superman, and Wonder. They could go out there and create these characters in their own type of vision.
So Superman was a gay, would you be mad? You wouldn't care if Superman was gay?
It's not. It doesn't matter about the
orientation. If absolute Superman kissing the man in the comics, what would you say?
It doesn't matter. Like again, it doesn't matter about the orientation. These are stories being created by creators, giving their vision, though, right? That's what I'm saying.
I'll be mad as hell. They make Spider-Man gay, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but it's up to you. But
it's not about his orientation. It's all about the story and the vision he had behind his character, right? So so is the character interesting or not? That should be the key topic why you get a book if you like it, right? It was interesting to you, so it don't matter. It can be straight and boring. It don't matter, right?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, all right. Take 5, niggas.
Oh man! All right, so Big Money said it's all right. Go ahead, Levon's turn.
It was 7 out of 10 for me. The 50s aspect of it, I wasn't really feeling it like that, honestly. If anything, that's just me personally. It kind of felt like, even though Harvey Dent did play, a big role as far as his story and all that, it felt like a villain of the week type thing. But that's just me. But yeah, 7 out of 10. That's just
7 out of 10. Okay. Let's see, Ty.
My turn. Yep. I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Right, the Red Lion. Yep. He's right here. He's back. He's here with the Batman. That's Ricky Brown's favorite guy. Go ahead.
And keep it up. I liked this show because it wasn't no outrageous stuff. And y'all gotta give it consideration. Y'all actually saw people. I don't want to use the D word, but they ain't make it in that show.
Facts. Yes.
they got, and none of y'all spoke on that. No show, not no DC show, and no Marvel show really see people get whacked like that. And then it's actually we need to stop this guy. Cause they don't do that. So that's why I really liked this show. He ain't really outrageous with his tech. He got like microphones. I don't even think he should have that during the 50s, but I'm just let it slide because it was a show. That's why I got a 9.5 because he had tech he shouldn't have, but it is what it is. But to me, I liked it.
Okay, that's fair. Anybody else before I go? Anyway, that's good. So,
hold up. We didn't. Did we get Big Money's grade on it?
Yeah. Big Money tapped out after episode 8.
No, I know that, but from what you saw,
about 6 or 7. 6 or 7.
Okay.
Yeah. Same thing for me, man. I give it a 6 or a 7. I like the art style. The voice acting was great.
Yes, the voice acting was wonderful.
Female Pink was kind of iffy, but I ain't like how Bruce Timm said.
You got heavies. Yeah. Come on, man.
But Bruce Timm said that they made her female because it was a lack of good female villains, and that's cap though, because they got Harley, they got Poison Ivy,
you know what I'm saying?
Batgirl, all that. You know,
that's what I'm saying? That bullshit. That's that bullshit.
Larry
that's
said he
bullshit.
gives it a boo out of 10. Oh man, Larry. Oh man, Larry's. All right, so that everybody, Levon. All right, so here's my take on it. Me being the Batman fan and the guy that can I guess kind of fix this. First of all, it's not better than the animated series, and that's saying a lot. There's no Mark Hamill here. There's no Kevin Conroy here. I get it. The chemistry that he has with the villains isn't there because there's only continuity that exists really is with the Harvey Dent thing. Him and Harvey had a relationship, and I seen in this show. Sorry, you got echoes and noises coming through. I saw Batman didn't really have respect for Alfred. He talked to him like pretty, you know what I'm saying? He told him he was wasting his time and this and that. I never seen Batman in any iteration kind of lose his shit with Alfred. Also, this Batman didn't have any gauntlets. He had freaking Mickey Mouse gloves. You know, even the Batman from the Super Friends and all of them, Batman had the gauntlets, the joints he used them to climb walls. Sometimes he throws things at you with them. He didn't have gauntlets. He had Mickey Mouse gloves. And, you know, that I didn't like. Also, you know, Batman, he gets hit way too much in this show. Regular guys was punching him, hurting him, kicking him. I mean, he got beat up by a bunch of clowns at a carnival. You guys saw that? Like, bro, they pulled Bruce Wayne's, like, suit coat over his arms, beat his ass up, and threw him in a big-ass hole. Like, bruh. Like, come on, man. You're supposed to be a ninja. Ain't no ninja gonna let Killer Croc, who's not even on stage, that was the worst Killer Croc of all of them. That Killer Croc that that Killer Croc was ass, bro. It was a listen. It was a lot of woke stuff there. A lot of people that aren't fat were fat in the show. Alfred's about 300 pounds. He look. I remember.
And then when he calling Alfred Pennyworth,
yeah,
he's calling Alfred Pennyworth.
Yeah, and
like
then,
what the hell?
But I'm drinking water. And he said, then Batman. It was one part of it when Harvey was going crazy, where he set that apartment on fire. And instead of Batman going to save the people in the fire, he chased Harvey. Like, that's not what Batman does. So those people were screaming for their life, meaning they were still alive, could have saved them. He's got that stupid grapple that he uses. He didn't go and save them. He went to go chase Harvey instead, got hit by a car. Something had to be broken. That gave me Matt Reeves' Batman vibes with the whole... When he fell after he jumped off the police station, he got his ass tore up and he got up and walked away like it was nothing. I'm like, all right, listen, is Batman a metahuman? Like, bro, no human being could take a dig like that and get up like nothing and get back on your motorcycle and start riding it. I thought that Barbara was closer to Batman than the commissioner was in this. Like, it was like usually Batman always go to the commissioner and talk to him. Jim, help me out here. Jim. He was with Barbara, gave Barbara his phone number and all of that other stuff. So he was more in tune with Barbara than he was actually with Jim. He treated Alfred like shit to me. I've never seen a Batman that never agreed with Alfred. He questioned him a lot. Like when he had the hot water when his fist froze. I mean, they had the nigga fighting ghosts, bro. Batman's fighting ghosts. Like, bro, listen. All I'm saying, again, as a Batman fan, I looked at the whole series as a Batman fan. And I can't give it a 10. I can't give it a 9. I don't know if I can give it an 8. But I can give it a solid 7, if anything. I didn't like the car. His gadgets were subpar. It was kind of off balance. His technology, like Ty said, like he's got a futuristic looking Batarang, but then he's got a freaking turn the dial freaking radio in his freaking car. Like that to me, that math ain't mathing. So
did you guys like the Batmobile? I like the Batmobile. That's the only thing I like. I like the Batmobile.
Only the front of it, because the front reminds me of the Batman animated series Batmobile.
Yeah, it does. It reminds me of that. I don't have a problem with it.
So right, so like I could see how you would feel about this with Batman, but it's been so many iterations of Batman, so it's like you're like by nature you're spoiled though. Wait a minute, it's not my Batman. I'm accustomed to know because like you had the badass Batman, right? That trained ninja and stuff like that,
Yeah, he got hit too much. This Batman he got hit too much. Flesh and Bone is here. What's good, brother? I haven't seen you in a minute. He usually come to the game show. Shout out to him.
It's a much different take on Batman, though. So that's you'll get different iterations of Batman throughout the comic books. They had that though. You didn't always have the ninja Batman. That was, you had the detective guy like this. You had the Adam West type Batmans and stuff, right? So
Goofy out in the freaking daytime in pajamas.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that's what I take from it. Matter of fact. Since we're on this whole thing, Levon, I'm gonna steer the ship for you. Let's go into this Crisis on Infinite Earths 3. So we're gonna leave the Batman talk. Anybody else got anything to say about Batman, the Caped Crusader? I did put up a poll for it. 60% of the people liked it. So listen, I didn't dislike it. I just said I can't give it more than a 7. So
the same score. Like
hey, Larry Buss. Hey, hold on, Larry Buss. You ain't shit. Larry Buss say, I very rarely Big Money talking shit. I very rarely agree with Big Money. You ain't shit, Larry Buss. Go ahead, y'all. You ain't shit.
Man. So all right. So now we have Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3. So for those you don't know, this was a real good comic. It lasted like a couple years, actually. This comic
what decade did this comic come out?
This was, I believe, this was in the 80s. I think. I'm not sure.
You gotta ask Parker. Parker's the resident.
No, but here's the thing.
Parker, what decade did this comic come out?
It might have been probably in the 80s. But here's the thing, though, right? The problem with the Crisis, though, they had so many stuff after you had the 0 hours and the other stuff, right? It's been so much mistakes, stuff getting retconned and stuff like that. So, but I think they might be on the right path now. But not with this animation, though. But I'm just saying, in general,
it was from 85 to 86 is when the comic was released.
Okay, so a year.
Yeah. So it was a series going on for a year. I remember my older brother talking about it, but he was more in the comic book. Let that dog out! He was more into it than I was. I don't think you guys watched it, so I'm going to tell you how I felt about it.
I saw it.
You saw it? Okay, what did you think?
I saw all 3.
All 3? Yeah, I did too. The first 2 are just straight trash. We covered those.
Man, listen, I was just about, the first 2.
Just straight trash. Just straight... DC, bro, I don't know what their animation used to be top notch. And the fact that this Batman, the Caped Crusader, he's coming out with gauntlets and he's getting beat up, and now we have Crisis on Infinite Earths, where it did not live up to, bro. Usually, when 3 of those DC, this is the Days of Tomorrow, right? Tomorrowverse. This Tomorrowverse is trash, bro. They got to go back to the Jason Eccles Batman, whatever. Remember when they had the one where they was running it where the guy, it's not Jason Eccles. I forgot who was doing the voice for Batman. He was that whole Batman universe was better when they kind of moved on from the Batman animated series Justice League. I would love to see them bring back the old. Well, you can't bring Conroy back, but I mean, listen, man. They were first 2 were trash, but Deuce, what were you saying about 3?
I know why they did this, because if you paid attention to the ending, they wrap the story up because they want one universe, and that's what I feel like James Gunn is the reason why they did it like that, because James Gunn wants the same actors live action to also voice the animated. So I feel like that's the main reason why. The story was kind of all over the place. You had two Supermen. One Superman didn't look like he was capable, but the other one was. And I don't know. The story. I wanna say I liked it, but honestly, the Arrowverse did it better. I don't know if anybody saw the Arrowverse Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yes.
But they did it.
Conroy was a Batman in there.
Yeah, they did it way better than this animated one. And
yeah.
I don't know the answer. I just didn't like it. I'm sorry. I wanna like it, but I couldn't. I'm sorry.
No doubt. Now I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, it was better than the first two, which wasn't hard to do. You know,
that's true.
I can draw a cartoon on freaking notebook paper, and people will probably be more interested in it. The story they didn't translate the story very well from the comic book. IGN gave it a 4. You know, it's like
damn.
Yeah, it's like
what's the Rotten Tomatoes though? What's the Rotten Tomatoes?
That's a good question. Let's see what the Rotten Tomatoes is.
Bro, I keep saying that DC. I don't know what the fuck is going on in DC, bro.
Bro, ever since James
they
Gunn
can't get
came,
this
bro,
shit together, man.
Ever since
not the bring up,
no, check this out. Oh my God in heaven, they are screwed. Look at this.
What?
A 20. The audience
even the audience score is
44.
bad. Damn, that's crazy.
Damn.
I was
this shit is terrible over there, bro.
No, but ouch. Here's the thing. I'm not defending the Crisis, but overall the DCU animation.
Parker, this movie is like Shaq in his prime. You can't defend it. This is bad.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying as a whole, DCU animated movies been pretty good though. As a whole, I'm just saying that. So
in the past, yeah, but these last 5 years, bro, they've been doo-doo these last 5 years, bro.
Hold on. Shout out to cousin Rob who's here. And I know my cousin Rob just want to rub this in my face because he's a Wolverine fan. Wolverine's doing $1 billion. DC is struggling. The Cape Crusader Batman is filth compared to what the Batman animated series was. Crisis is just bad. First of all, let me tell you about Crisis. I'll let you go, Parker. One of the problems is Constantine played a big role. The whole thing was they killed Darkseid and he was an infant. So this is why everything went crazy. So they were saying that every universe needs a Darkseid, which is weird because if everybody had to walk through this little portal at the end to make just that one person, there was no Darkseid there to walk through. So I don't know what they're going to do about that. Now, it did get interesting towards the end where you saw them pay homage to the Super Friends freaking cartoon that was like Earth 539 or something. They had the Super Friends. They even made the noise and stuff at the freaking Hall of Justice, and then that crumbled because that thing destroyed it.
That was my shit. The Super Friends, bro. That was my shit. They made the noise
and everything, bro. And then they had Earth 12. Batman and Joker, and Conroy and Mark Hamill reprised their roles at that part. When in Kevin Conroy's last acting credit, he says, "I am Batman," you know, and that's kind of where it was. And I think they did pay homage to other DC animated stuff. That was good. But one of the things that was just terrible, Superman's crying like a bitch in this thing. He's sitting here yelling, crying like a bitch. And I'm like, bro, you can't have Superman. See the way he's right here on the front cover, like this, holding Kara? That's how he was crying. And crying. And crying until all the freaking universe could hear him. I got Superman crying like a bitch. I got horrible stories. I got terrible writing. And I'm like, bro, I really spent $40 on the steelbook for each of these? I want my fucking money back. Like, bro, this is bad. He said, oh man, cousin Rob said, I think they should bring Lobo in the game. He's current and relevant. They did have a Teen Titans in there. You saw the Teen Titan Tower get crumbled because all the universes were just getting destroyed. But man, they had Superman crying, bro. This was, man.
And it's just not in the movies. It's with the games too. Like Suicide Squad, just fucking terrible. Everything that DC is putting out, as far as their superheroes, it's just been terrible these last couple of years.
James Gunn.
And I don't know how. And James Gunn, I think James Gunn, like Parker said, I'm gonna be optimistic about him. I'm going to go to the show. I'm going to look at that Superman, but I just don't see nothing good on the horizon for them, bro. Because everything is just so fucking down for them. Everything.
They're in trouble, man. I ain't gonna cap, bro.
This is a great. I don't think they're in trouble. If you now big money, you talk about if you look at the animation last 5 years or currently, they I don't think it had bad movies really. Up until like now, you want to talk about the Crisis, yeah. But you had Superman, Red Sun. A lot of other movies they dropped though. A lot of other movies they dropped was pretty good.
All right. This should be quick. All right, we're gonna move over to My Adventures of Superman.
Yeah.
All right.
Trash.
Oh man, he didn't even give me a chance. Jesus. All right, we're gonna go with My Adventures of Superman.
Trash.
Season 2. It is picking up pretty well. You know, now all of a sudden Jor-El can speak English, but the part that I don't like is that kryptonite can hurt a ghost or AI is hurting the ship. Like it's weird as all hell. He said, "Man, this is but it's a good cartoon. I think the Jimmy Olsen character, I'm not liking him at all. Turn him back white and have him acting goofy like that.
Really?
He's setting us back. I know, Levon, from one nerd to another, you might like that guy, but he is killing me. I can't take him. He's carrying around a 1950s camera. Who the hell used that? The iPhone has a better camera. Man, put that damn thing away." So Jimmy Olsen is the only problem I have with the show, really.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, just Jimmy Olsen. Yeah, I mean, even though all of a sudden Lois turned Asian, but all right, whatever. But
damn.
Yeah, she did. I mean, that's kind of that's what happened. But other than that, I don't see an issue with this cartoon. It's one of the few positive things that Superman has going for him, and I'll get into that more once we talk about Superman and Lois. But this is a good way to bring back, him in the cartoons. It's really good. I think anybody that likes Superman will like it. Butts Unplugged to this hot trash. I don't think it's trash. I think it's pretty good. And you're talking to about. Actually, I'm wearing a Superman shirt right now. But I mean, it's all right. Parker, what do you think?
It's a really good show. Like, remember,
I mean, I didn't expect you to say anything different, but I know that.
No, but it is a good show. Like, it's like the anime type of show. So I'll definitely give the season. Definitely give it an 8. It's a really good show.
Okay, this is the first impressions. I'll wrap up the season probably sometime this week. I won't be as busy as I was last week. I'll wrap it up, but so far so good. I'm happy with what I've seen. Levon?
I liked it. I liked it more than season 1. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
I liked it more than season 1.
All right. Deuce, did you take a look at My Adventures of Superman?
Yeah, I ended it.
Okay.
A week and I ended it.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did, and I like what they did. Wait, everybody watched it? Because I don't want to spoil it.
No, go ahead. I want, yeah.
Don't you dare.
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to spoil it, but there is somebody in the episode, and I kind of like his arc, but then at the end, it was like he was puss, and I'm like, oh, man, I didn't expect that from him. Alex. I'm talking about Alex. If anybody knows who's Alex, that's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I liked him in the first couple, and then...
Not to skip around, but Lex at least had a set in the Crisis on Earth Part 3. That Lex Luthor was pretty ruthless. Nico, what about you?
It was okay. It was all right.
Okay. Oh man, sorry that man. What you got? Oh man, the Red Lion.
The best part was the Asian Lois Lane. That was the best part. Everything else trash. Why are we watching 2 different Supermans? Why y'all catering the park and give him one? Can we watch something else?
Well, listen, we felt bad because Batman banned him for no reason, so we're letting them have free reign here.
Oh Jesus! I didn't know that happened. Goddamn.
We'll talk about that later. Let's save that for later.
All right, so
say this though, I'm not gonna talk about that. What I'm saying is, you definitely want to have, like, if you're going to do a Watchtower based off of comics, right? You would have representation from both sides, from Marvel and DC. Yeah.
So this is your time to shine. I mean, all right. So now let's move over to Superman and Lois. Now, season 1 was slower than a snail, than a turtle, everything that's slow. This one at least is picking up. Now, I can't stand
the son,
the daughter. Oh, the son. I can't stand the daughter of
yeah. She's a brat. Yeah.
My God, bro.
Oh no, I thought you was gonna say what's his name's girlfriend
Oh yeah, Lana's daughter's got a bad mouth too. The way she.
Her man. Oh my god.
Listen, folk, white people, please beat your kids. This is what happens. Superman and
I was gonna say,
bro, you gotta beat your kids.
I wasn't gonna say it, but
these kids talk to their parents like they ain't shit. Like I ain't never seen, bro. The only show, man, even Al Bundy had more respect than these people. Like, god damn. Parker, what say you? Explain to this why Superman can't keep his kids under control. What's going on around here?
I mean, but that's the same thing with raising teenagers, though.
Like, how would you know?
Rebellious.
Like, bro, stop.
I was a teenager one time in my life.
You also said you were a child in the 90s when you were 21.
I was, right? Hey, again, so we know teenagers, like, are rebellious, though. So that's sort of like, okay, believable how teenage you could be a Superman, Iron Man, whoever, right? But raising teenagers is tough. Come on, right? You know that.
Well, listen, I'll be honest with you. Eric and Evan don't really give me no problems. Now, they steal some chicken and shit when I tell them not to be eating late. But other than that, I thank God my kids do not really give me any problems. Little shit. Nothing big. I mean, do you really want to piss me off? I'm a big-ass dude. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing, too. Look, when your kids realize, yeah, dad might kick the ish out of me, that might be a thing, But, that's just kind of how it is. Swordfish said, the first two were good. He said, you haven't watched part 3 yet. Yeah, we're just starting on part 2. And here's what I will say about Superman. I think the Superman character is boring. I think Superman is stale and he's not really relatable. And that's probably why he doesn't have good video games and he doesn't have a good movie. I think more people are interested in Clark Kent. Clark Kent is the character. Clark Kent is the guy that you feel sorry for. Clark Kent lost his father. Clark Kent is raising kids. Clark Kent
he lost his mom too in the first episode. Yes.
And Clark Kent is raising a family. Clark Kent is the interesting character because Superman is not. I am more interested in why do you think Smallville was more successful than any other of those Superman movies?
It was more about Clark Kent.
Yes, the Clark Kent character is more interesting than Superman, as was the opposite, where the Batman character is more interesting than Bruce Wayne. So they're almost like a freaking yin and a yang. I pay more attention when something's going bad with Clark because he's a human being. We can relate to human beings. Can we all? We're all human beings.
Yeah.
So we know it's hard to have a relationship. It's hard to run a house in Smallville when I don't understand how they're going broke when he could do the work of like 3 million farmers. I never understood that aspect of it, but they always had money problems. They had real life problems. And the Superman, to me, was putting more stress on Clark Kent's life. So to me, I think the Clark Kent character, albeit he has a horrible wig in the upcoming movie, I think these Superman movies need to focus probably more on Clark Kent as opposed to Superman. And I think that is the formula here because I personally was more interested in his trials and tribulations than I was with Superman. Like, I didn't care when Jor-El's talking to him. Bro, you threw a baby on a spaceship and told him to fend for himself when he landed on Earth. He had nothing set up or nothing. No savings account, no college fund, just dropped his ass off in the freaking cornfield. I don't want to hear about him. I want to hear about freaking the Kents, who had to take this kid in, make deals with the Luthors to get his adoption legit, because, that's why they always owed Lex a favor over there in Smallville, because Lionel gave him, hey, I'll get you fake birth certificates or whatever. But that's just my opinion on Superman. I think the Clark Kent character is more interesting. And I think people understand that, and that we don't really care about the Superman character because we think he's invincible. He's invulnerable. Nothing can hurt him. So you can't be interested in something that can't be hurt physically or anything like that. Although he did cry like a bitch in Crisis on Part 3.
Okay, so Ricky Brown, I gotta stop you.
Oh, please.
As I would disagree with that take. Superman is the how you say, the blueprint.
What?
For a superhero. Yes, he is. Hold on, let me finish. I'll let you talk.
Jesus.
He nigga play it out, boy.
I know, but he ain't talking. Big Money said something.
That's Nico.
I ain't saying
Oh,
nothing.
man. What?
Superman put me to sleep, Parker. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
man.
No.
Nico, let
those
Parker
are
finish.
tacos and burritos.
Let him finish.
Here we go.
Go ahead, Parker. Go ahead, Parker.
No, what I'm saying. So you look at let's dial it back. Listen, that planet was facing destruction, literally, Rick Brown. So they put him in a scientific spaceship, right, to make it to Earth. It was all programmed to do so, like that, whatever, right? So they was trying to save their son and give him life. Okay, he already knew the planet was doomed. They want to listen to Jor-El. He tried to tell them, right? They want to listen. So when you get Superman, he's trying to balance life as, you know, being a human, not bringing no attention to himself. He's playing it right. You know, he's only a hero, just taking all the hard stuff. Like, you know, that for no money. He wasn't born a billionaire, inherit billions, right? So yes, his life is much harder than Batman's. You know, Batman did lose his parents. Superman lost his, but he just inherited $1 billion and the whole tech. You know what I'm saying? All to have this stuff at his disposal. He didn't have that, though.
He never knew his parents. They threw him on the spaceship alone. What are you talking about?
Like you said, well, I'm saying Batman inherited billions of dollars, though, right? He was a spoiled snob, right?
How can you be spoiled with your parents getting killed in the alley, bro?
He was spoiled there, but he was a billionaire being called master, right? I thought slavery was over last time I checked, but I guess not.
Damn.
Come on.
Now, y'all see how much Parker's out for me. I ain't said nothing. What you say, Big Money? What you say? I don't even be saying nothing. They just be gunning for me.
Go ahead, I just love the character. I've been watching the character since I was a kid, right? From animation to cartoons.
It evolved.
So go ahead.
Clark Kent is the guy that you're interested in now, not freaking Kal-El. Kal-El sucks.
No, not to me, right? Now, if you want to say, I won't say Kal-El. So you could say certain creators or writers might suck. But the character doesn't necessarily suck, because you have had good Superman stories like All-Star Superman, right? You have had really good Superman stories though. So we got to talk to the writers now with them not having a passion to make the character look good. That's on them. Now whoever next one to go could go. So yeah.
Man, after 3 boring minutes, does somebody have something?
I go. You asked the question why his kids act the way they do. He knew they were special before they was born. You didn't watch the beginning of the show? He said one hid in his room and probably played with himself the whole time, and the other one went outside. So you have to take that in consideration, Ricky Brown. So he knew something was wrong with one of his kids already. He was special.
No. I'm not talking about him being special. Them kids walk all over that Kryptonian fuck. They have zero respect for him. Hold on. His wife doesn't got respect for him either, because one of the kids was missing. She was like, "You gotta find him." Like, this is fucking Superman. Can you know somebody that can do a better job? Do you?
No. Let me explain this to you though. He can't hit him. How you gonna hit him?
Easily. Blow your fist up and swing. All right, butts on front. Thanks for coming through, brother. Appreciate you.
His face across the ground. You gotta realize he's not a normal. Usually don't take up for this weird man in a spandex with draws, but you can't hit your kids like how you could hit your kids. He can't. Because if he loses temper and hit him as hard as he can, then what's going to happen, Ricky?
First, use the same motivation he had when he was in bed with Lois. Very, very, very gentle. And you know what I'm saying? He just tap him like he did Batman.
Well, to be fair, Rick, he was on was it Kandor? He was on Kandor where his powers didn't work when he got Lois pregnant, and that happened in the Supergirl series. So technically, he was on even playing field with Lois. So that's the reason why she got pregnant.
Whoa! You telling me Superman's not playing with those heavies on Earth?
No. Well, I don't want to say no, but the way she got pregnant was on another planet, with his home city, Kandor. So
Jesus Christ.
Hey, I've always said that about Superman and Wonder Woman. Ain't no motherfucker out there that a regular man can certify Wonder Woman. They should be the ones that always be in love. Cause if Superman, he gonna kill a woman if he try to hit her, bro. He gonna kill her. Regular one. I mean, sorry about that. He can't F no regular woman.
Yeah, Thriller Ali is here. What's good? Hey, Thriller Ali. I can't believe you weren't a mod in the Discord before, but you are now. We might have to clean up some stuff here. People throwing Parker out when he had no business being thrown up. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Glad you're here, Thriller Ali. He said, "What's up, my people?" But hey, listen. All right, look, I'm not. Look, I didn't tell you guys I was 100% right. All I'm saying is I think the Clark Kent character is better than the actual Superman character, and this nigga need to know how to beat his kids. I do it.
Well, you'll say he's more. I think you mean he's more interesting, not better. People are more interested in hearing about that.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, but Clark Kent, you're gonna see more of Clark Kent. Then he turns then he goes into Superman mode when he has to, save. But you get more of the Clark Kent, the real person.
Do you have a rebuttal of why you think that Superman is better or more interesting?
No.
I didn't think so.
For me, it's always gonna be better because on a large scale of things, a lot of sacrifice.
Yes.
Not putting yourself first, right? Yeah. Going to save the world, not asking for anything back in return, not just for monetary gain.
No, that's Superman's number one problem. I would have to start charging people. I'd be like, hey, listen.
I mean, and plus, sacrifice yourself for the city of Metropolis, though, in that battle with Doomsday. That alone right there. So, you know what? That's a stand-up dude right there. So,
hey, then y'all have to look and see what type of show it is. Some of those shows, like that show particular, it's going to focus more on the Clark Kent aspect, except for the Superman, because it's a show like that. It's not an action show. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're gonna focus more on drama. Clark Kent, and that's why it makes more sense with Clark Kent. It's not an action show, so that's why the character is more. It's more.
So you see better developed stories going for. We definitely doing drama. Not saying all drama could be good. Excuse me, Supercell.
Oh my God, Parker, that's still yo.
Yeah, you want that smoke in Supercell? You can get that smoke on board.
All right. So let's talk about Supercell. Let's talk about Supercell. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about Supercell. Now, so before we get into Supercell, I need to put up a poll and ask: did you enjoy Supercell?
Oh. Okay, I can't wait to see this poll.
All right. So, I'm interested to see this poll too. Because
you can skip over me because I didn't see this yet.
Oh,
yeah, me neither.
Okay. Oh, who said that? Me neither. I thought Deuce.
Nick.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm about to say he the one that we can put us on to it. All right, so
I'm sorry.
All right, I'll go first, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I think in Supercell, first of all, the best thing about the show is Sabrina's heavies. That's not.
Oh man.
Shout out.
She's a cutie though. She's a cutie. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, a shout out to Sabrina's heavies, folks. If you guys have never seen them, all right. So that's number one. To me, the best character is Crazy. He was the best character.
Yo, he got on my nerves. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know it's your turn, but he got on my nerves.
That's good acting, brother. That's good acting. Crazy to me was the best character, and he had a nice little secret at the end. So, I had no idea, and I was like, whoa.
I did. I was wondering why he was untouchable, but yeah.
And one of the problems I had is it took Michael 5 episodes to tell Dion that she was gonna die. I mean, my God, does it really take 5 episodes for you to tell
Rick? No, you got to put yourself in real life. If you knew a secret like that about your wife, or anybody that you cared about deeply.
You text them and you say, hey, look, shit's getting...
Rick, that's a lie. You know that's a lie. You would not know how to tell somebody that they're going to die.
Okay, and I'll give you that. But Dion is dumb. She never listened. He told her to get out of there. She would have never got shot. When she got her ass in that car, which drives on the wrong side of the road, by the way, he said, hey, get out of here. Go. He already went back in time once. And saved everybody because they all got clapped by Crazy. Listen, Crazy is on some shit, bro. That nigga's
damn, I couldn't stand that dude, man. Like, I swear to God. Yo, I'm sorry. I know it's your turn.
He's telling her, bro, and she won't listen.
Yeah. When y'all done, I'll go and get my take on it.
Oh, my God. Rick, I know you talking, Rick, but Crazy got on my nerves. And the reason why he got on my nerves, because, first of all, we thought that Michael probably knocked him out or whatever, and then homie was like, yeah, I can help y'all. We said I could help y'all get to the base so we can all take them out. And then all he wanted was Kid Flash. So the way he ended everybody after I'm going to say ended because I know this is YouTube. I don't want to use the K word. But the way he ended everybody, I was like, yo, this dude got to go. Like, this dude is ruthless. I mean, if anybody who saw it, y'all know what I'm talking about.
I've seen it. Yep. So I know what you're talking about.
I mean, crazy was a problem. And then him taking out Michael's girl. Oh man, God damn, man.
I'm sorry, for the people that don't know, what type of show is it, y'all? What type of show is it?
So it's basically a superhero show, and it follows all black people.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. Different walks of life. I know Parker thinks it's stereotypical.
I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it and keep it real when I say it. But go ahead. Who else?
I enjoyed the 6th episode because of all the violence and all. Like it, I loved every minute of it. Crazy got on my nerve, just like Ricky said. It's because good acting. And I was kind of pissed off because the whole 6 episodes, I'm like, all right, we're gonna save Dion, and then nah, we ain't go. I'm like, God damn. So,
okay.
I give the series a 8. I give the series an 8. I enjoyed it. I know there was ups and downs. The one drawback I didn't understand was why did they tell us about the Jamaican family and we never got a end storyline with the Jamaican girl. Like the parents was looking for her, they knew where she was at, but they never wrapped that situation up. I didn't understand that. So that was my big drawback with the series.
Yeah,
that's the season 2.
And I have here in my notes here season 2 ... question mark. So I don't know if they're gonna do a season 2. I mean, listen, I liked the series. I didn't dislike it, but I thought they were running out of money at the end. I think you can tell. They were running out of money. So I mean, I don't know. Will there be?
I don't know, Rick, because they did more CGI than in this last episode than any of the episodes to me. Because everybody was using their powers in this 6 episodes. So I don't know. Maybe early on in the season I would agree with you because they had to save it, but I think they did a lot more CGI in this one.
And shout out to Buddy that plays in the BMF, the BFM over there on Stars. He was the dark skinned stocky geezer. He was cool. I like.
Okay. Anybody else going?
It's your turn, Parker.
Yeah.
My turn. Yeah, my turn. So it's time to burn. Listen here. This Supacell reeks of clichéness, unoriginality, right? I'm sorry, who else? I gotta tell it like it is.
No, you got it. You got it.
No, right? The pacing was a big problem. I said this before, so the pacing was a big problem, right? Overall, it was the pacing, how things was moving, this and that. I sort of knew how things was going to play out without even seeing them play out, right? It was like, to me, a very generic show.
Damn.
Didn't bring to me nothing too new to the table. Like you say, like a semi rip off of Heroes of show, just with UK Bama's in there, right? You know what I'm saying? So,
Bama's there.
Yeah, UK guys, and okay, reenacting what we probably see happens, like, a lot of cliche stuff, like stuff that's like House of Hollywood type of stuff, right? Or I say Love and Hip Hop type of stuff going on in there, right? But I don't want to say it's a terrible show, but what I'm used to watching, it's like, maybe a 6.5 though overall. I couldn't personally give it an 8, right? Because it's nowhere where I can say it's close to elite status of like shows and shit. And when you look at if I look at the Gen V, the first show, right? When I look at the OG Heroes show, or if I even look at go back to Sony had their own show called Powers, though, right? So there's no way I could rank them in that echelon of shows like that, right? So I say maybe a 6.5 to a 7, and I'm being generous.
Yeah, that's more than I thought. The way you was talking, it was like,
yeah, because I'm taking everything in.
I give it a 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah, I wasn't really impressed with it, to be honest.
I mean, well, bad comparison to Gen V is coming off. What you call it though? You can't really use Gen V.
Okay, forget Gen V. Powers, right? Powers, right? You compare to that.
Iron Mike is here. He said, I just tuned in, and Big Money is in here talking nasty about Superman.
Shut up, Mike.
Oh, man.
Nobody
Thriller Ali says YouTubers are saying unalive instead of the K word. So
like okay. So I mean, this show was unalive to me.
Oh,
you know.
man.
So you don't think your score has nothing to do with it all black superheroes? You sure?
It has nothing to do with it. Hold on.
I mean, you said that before, Big Money.
Hold on, I got something.
okay.
Big Money, you want to talk? Now I got to put you in chalk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, I watched it, but okay, I don't think it was better than Black Lightning, the show on CW. Okay. So come on now. So like those shows, that was more entertaining than this.
Big Money just pulled his race card.
Come on now. So yeah, come on,
Big Money pulled his race card.
Parker, you know what I think though, Parker? I think the reason why you said that is just what me and Mello said before. This had no base to leapfrog from. You see, Black Lightning, you were already familiar with some of those characters already. And there was
so I gotta stop you there. Black Knight, I wasn't really familiar with the whole universe. Like
you don't have to be familiar with the universe, but you knew that character existed in the DC frame. So
but what you fail to realize is this.
Oh shit!
You know, I mostly collect a lot of Superman books, right? It wasn't. I got probably like one issue of Black Lightning. That's issue number 2. But as far as the TV, we talk about the TV show.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm talking about Black Light. Matter of fact, let me ask you a question. You said you collect a lot of Superman. Yeah. Where was Freeland located? Since you collect a lot of Superman, I would just like to know if you know where Freeland was located.
Oh, I do not.
Okay, so it was a suburb of Metropolis where Superman lived. So he has very, very, very high on the Superman mythos, and I thought you would have known that being a Superman fan.
Oh, daddy.
Well, I disagree with that.
Also, Black Lightning is a bad comparison. Also, the reason why is that you gotta understand all the shit that happened because all this stuff that also was becoming intertwined with the what's that shit? The Infinite Crisis Earth.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
for the
CW.
And all that people that's been watching
Arrowverse though. Yeah,
and the Flash, so the people that's been watching those shit, already knew about Black Lightning. It wasn't like, oh my god, like this just popped out of nowhere. No. So people already knew, but Supacell, it just like pops out of nowhere. Nobody really know what the fuck is
right.
Here's the problem with you.
Also,
now,
it's not based. It's not.
No, we're talking about a show. I don't care if it came out of nowhere or it been around here for years and years. But the quality of the show was better.
It does matter. Parker, it does matter though, because that play. That's not an excuse, Parker. It does matter. Like
we have original source material. Like they have to make all this shit. So how many Black Lightning issues has been around? How many Superman issues been around? How many? Like Jan V is not original, right? It's based off of source material.
Yeah, okay, but you still got to do the work though.
All right, okay. So
Parker, we get that, but Manhattan. This is what we've been telling you, Parker. There's no original source material, just like. Gen V, that all of this shit existed before. All of this shit existed before, Parker. That's all we saying.
What about Heroes?
I don't know too much about Heroes. I know you mentioned.
What about Powers?
I didn't see that either. I don't know.
Those was the original shows. Right?
I don't know what that is, so I can't comment on those.
I can only Sony though, right? Back they had it was doing PlayStation View.
So I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, brother. I can't comment on something.
I'm saying. So based on me, I'm just doing based on me.
Huh? You talking about that TV series called Powers?
Yeah, by Sony. Yes.
Hold on.
Okay, you can go ahead and check. And you had Heroes, right? Come on, so
Parker, man, Parker.
So I'm just saying, so like every show.
No, but Parker's saying stuff that I'm not familiar with, so I can't really comment on something I'm not familiar with.
Superman's freaking residence, and he had no idea, but he's a Superman guy.
Right, that's all I'm saying.
But that Black, you look at a lot of Black Lightning, that was dealt in the Arrowverse. You look at the comic books, a large majority, the Black superheroes you see like mostly in Superman, you had to Steel. You had a crossover where you had Icon in there, the worlds collide. So come on now. So like
Parker, those have source material, Parker. That's all we saying. So if a Steel movie came out, people are gonna have an idea. Okay, Steel is from DC.
Steel,
like that's
Shaq played it.
But you get what I'm saying, Parker. It has some.
Yeah, what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, regardless of all of that,
oh my god,
right? I go by how good is the show. Regardless, you have in it though, right? We knew about characters in the movie. Still be TV show be messed up. So we ain't gonna give them that. Okay, go that's Superman's pal. Okay, I don't care.
Okay, now let's talk about Supercell. Are we done with our ratings now?
Oh no, let somebody else give their take on it. Okay, I'm gonna let
anybody else going once.
No.
Going twice.
Nope. But I got a question for y'all. I got a question for y'all. Did y'all know that it's gonna be a Black Osborn and the Spider-Man, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?
I saw that picture, but I didn't know who Osborn was. But I did see a picture from D23. But no, I didn't know that there was a Black
dude that played in. You watched the new what's Fresh Prince? The new Fresh Prince.
Mm-hmm. I did, man. I heard Carlton was a I'm sorry. I heard Carlton was on drugs, but I didn't see it.
Yo, yeah, I seen that. It was good though.
Yeah.
It was
that
drama.
dude that's playing him good. The dude who playing him, he a real good actor. But I didn't think they was gonna make him a black man. I didn't think they was gonna make Osborn a black man. Ain't he white? I'm not for sure. I ain't reading that.
He is an Osborn, and that's my grandmother's last name.
Hold on for a second. So there is an issue called Powers Parker. I actually found it. Yeah.
Show it.
Yeah, I actually found it. It was published by Image Comic from 2000 to 2004.
When did the show come out, though? When did the show come out?
It doesn't. You said it wasn't based on.
No. Yeah, it was at the time. It was. You had after the show it came. So the same way.
So you pulled his card.
All right, well, post it though. Post it right now. Post it right now. Post it right now. Then. Post it right now. I'm gonna look at a TV show.
I'm back.
You said that.
You source material.
Your source material. Who came first though?
The comic.
So we seen that we had comic book adaptation of a show. Like you have a comic book adaptation of the animated My Adventure Superman in DC as well, right?
Listen, the comic book was 2004.
When did the show come out?
When did Powers show come out?
That's what I'm asking you. You got the comic books. So when did the show come out?
Oh shit!
So are you saying the show Powers is an adaptation of Image Comics comic book?
You said there was no source material for it.
Like when the show came out, that was the source material.
When did the Powers show come out?
Hold on, Powered by Sony, right?
March 10, 2015. March 10, 2015.
Okay. So this comic book issue ran from 2000 to 2004.
Okay, is it the same?
So that is source material.
That's my point. It's the source material that they got the ideas from. That's my point. That's what me and Deuce are saying.
You saying that?
You're saying there was none. Yes, that's what we were saying. They said as long as it's a source material, there's something to take from. You're not making anything from scratch. Like there's an issue called Power. So these characters exist already in a comic book. So you're not. It's not like you're making random characters out of the blue. You're still using characters from the issue. So what we're telling you is that like Supercell, they literally have to write this like as a live show and create these characters on the fly.
Who do you think you took inspiration from, though? Who do you think you took inspiration from? It was a bootleg Powers show. Power. Not Powers, Heroes. It was a bootleg Heroes. So it wasn't. Yeah, that's what he did.
So that's where Supercell got the inspiration from.
Yeah, from Heroes. You can see it all over. Come on. If you watch Heroes, that's what they're trying to do like that. Come on. It took them a while to know they got powers. That's what they had going on in Heroes. What are you talking about? NBC. What are you talking about?
I didn't see. I didn't see that, Parker. I'm sorry.
You don't remember Skyler? You don't remember Skyler was getting power of picking people's brains and stuff? Are you serious on NBC?
Parker,
yeah, we've been on this subject for a while.
I like it. Oh,
okay, go ahead. My bad.
This is you got niggas falling asleep over here, bro.
I'm back, y'all. I'm back.
You've been in and out of the show all goddamn. What is going on over there, bro?
I had to go to the bathroom.
Levon got some clients, man. Don't worry about it.
Get some fibers.
Levon been in and out like a crack house. What is going on over there? Is you dealing dope? Come on, Levon. What's going on over there? And I noticed that every time Levon leaves, Big Money gets. He's his connect. He's his connect. I'll be all right.
I want my money, Levon. I want my money.
I just let y'all talk. I just let y'all talk, and
I bet you do. Yeah. All right, so now we're going this Marvel here, where Blade might be cut. No pun intended.
Yeah.
All right. So, hey, listen. First of all, I just want to let you guys know the fact that Blade is possibly on the chopping block. Ryan Reynolds is kind of petitioning for Wesley Snipes to come back and play him. So I don't know if that'll give Mahershala Ali a bad taste in his mouth or what. I mean, look, he can come back and play Cottonmouth or something. But let's let Wesley Snipes be Blade here. So, Levon, if you want to read this, you haven't read an article all day. So, hey, why don't you take care of that, brother?
Yeah. So, pretty much Marvel canceled Blade reboot off schedule. Anyone following Marvel news won't be surprised to learn that Blade has been removed from next year's release schedule. Production issues have plagued the reboot, causing it to be pushed back repeatedly year after year. Recent comments from Disney executives have confirmed that the movie isn't coming out next year, and fans are questioning if it will ever be made.
Well, some motherfuckers trying to ice skate uphill.
Yeah,
man, they've been delayed too much, man. I really don't kind of. I mean, I want to Blade movie, but it's like, how this whole hard to make a Blade movie, bro?
The only way to make this shit happen is you give Wesley Snipes the full creative control and tell Marshall Ali either you do what Wesley Snipes or you cut and you find another black man and let Wesley direct the movie, because he kind of did that in the first two Blade movie. That's why they were so great.
Screenwriter, stunt coordinator.
Exactly. So I definitely would think that the best thing to do is give Wesley Snipes the full creative control and let Marshall Ali know. It's either you on board, or I think he's willing to be on board with Wesley Snipes' vision. More
I agree with that.
Respect for Wesley Snipes, because it seems like they just like a lot of back and forth. He doesn't like the idea. I definitely think if they get Wesley Snipes to direct the movie, he'll probably be on board with it more likely.
Okay, King Reaper is here. Good to see you, brother. Good to see King Reaper. You know, King Reaper got that wrench, so you know he about it, right? All right. Hey, listen, man. I think they should just bring him back, and that's what it is. You want to save the Blade movie? Like Manhattan said, give Wesley Snipes control. Let them go with it. Get Marshall Ali out of there. Let Wesley Snipes do it. You know, people like that when they like continuity. So just bring him back. Marshall Ali could be Whistler or something.
Hey, Time, didn't you say they plan on making a Blade movie, and the final Blade movie was supposed to?
Ryan Reynolds want to make one last Blade with Wesley Snipes Blade.
Okay.
I think that's the only way they can do it, because if they try to bring, especially that dude that look like a homeless man off the street, you can't bring him. Ain't nobody gonna respect that dude as Blade. You gotta let Wesley Snipes either die or let him hand over the name Blade to a new dude and let him go since he got old. You just can't just make a new Blade.
Hey, if you went to go see Deadpool and Wolverine, there's only one Blade, and there's ever only going to be one Blade. So, hey,
he ain't never had a kid or nothing in the comic. Well, I'm sorry, let me ask you. He ain't never had a kid in the comics before.
He had a daughter.
Hold on, you had a daughter. Wait, you asked Big Money. Now, does that mean that you don't trust Parker's comic book prowess because he didn't know about Superman's?
No, I'm just asking. I'm not saying.
Man, why are you doing that, Rick? Stop it, man. Stop that shit.
Kind of like that novel. Superman's dressed.
I'm not being petty today. I was just asking y'all, did he have a kid? I didn't know if he had a kid.
Yeah, he did.
I'm
he did. He had a daughter.
Disgusted, brother, that Parker didn't knew that about dude. This is the third time this happened to Parker. Somebody brought up a Superman Easter egg or a fact, and good old Parker was sitting there in the corner with his hands folded, and he had no idea.
Oh my God!
I'm ashamed.
He was talking about Black.
Why are you doing that, Rick?
Superman books though. I can take when I was collecting. He wasn't talking about.
Because I'm an instigator. Can't you see?
I don't want to hear nothing about Superman.
No, but man, who else? I got something. Who else now? If you,
I didn't say anything.
Oh no! Hold on. Who else? Who else?
Here you go. Get him, Parker. That nigga said you don't know Superman. Get him.
Hold on, right?
What? What about what?
Now, when you look at what's it called? What's it called? Supacell, a group of seemingly ordinary people from South London unexpectedly develop superpowers. Okay. Common people discover that they have superpowers. Their lives intertwine as a devastating event.
What the hell is this?
Oh my God!
What about Blaze? No, I'm just saying. I'm going back. So when they talk about inspiration from heroes, though, I put it in Discord. Come on, look at that. Who else? Don't play with me, boy.
Oh boy.
Okay, that's smart. You still lie about pop.
I ain't lying about him. Listen here.
Oh my God.
Supercell took their inspiration from heroes, as I said. Who's there? The similarities there. What Blade is
We can come back to that. No, we gonna come back to that after the show. We talk about Blade.
Blade.
Come on, man.
Blade. Okay, I'm talking about Blade right now.
Let's,
hold on.
let me
Can I
say
talk
this.
about Blade?
let's stay on
Yeah,
topic about the Blade. Let's stay on
Okay,
topic
I'm
about
about
the Blade.
to. Hold on.
Yeah, let me say this right quick. I don't know what Disney or Marvel think they were doing, because as soon as you put the real Blade on screen, you was going to have people saying, "Oh God, he's coming back. We don't want nobody else but him." Because y'all have to remember, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Asha Ali.
Mahershala.
He asked to be Blade. He asked Kevin Feige, "Can he be Blade?" See, the thing I don't want to happen is if both of them getting into it over this character. I hope they're friends.
My
enough
money's
to be
on
like,
Wesley
okay.
to beat his ass. I'm sorry.
My thing is, if something like that happens, I hope they be like, okay, good luck to both. Hey, if they give it to you, they give it to you. If they give it to me, give it to me. I just don't want them to. I don't want to read nothing in the paper about both of them talking about each other, because both of them supposed to be playing. The people want Wesley, but he's the one they promised it to. That's the thing that we have going on right now. Bro, he's the one asked to play Blade. Go ahead.
This happens a lot in life, man. You have your mind set on one thing, and then something else happens. You know.
We say this, Rick, on Blade.
Oh Lord.
Now, well, how will Blade fit now? The nostalgia was good, but going forward, Rick, I think Blade is past this.
Blade, no, he's not. Blade would have fit if the Morbius movie was worth a damn. But since it flopped, now Blade is stuck in. He would have fit. The only way he fits is you get some damn vampires in this damn MCU. That's the only way. I mean, he would have fit. Like I said, if Morbius would have freaking done anything. I mean, I would say this. All right. That hurt more than you think.
Well, technically, that was Sony, so it was a different universe. So, but I get what you're saying.
I would say this. Blade had his time in the sun.
Oh man,
congrats to him, though, right?
Greatness said Parker wants Blade to be white so bad. Oh man,
damn.
Whatever. He's entitled to his opinion, but carrying on, I think Blade's past his prime. He's gonna be let out the pasture.
Parker, did you call him Beige?
Blade, whatever. So whatever. I don't think he's going to fit.
I mean, not even the appearance. I mean, people were praising, Wesley Snipes coming back as Blade. So I don't know about that. I don't know if I can agree with that.
Better than Superman and Wesley Snipes come back. I bet you that. I bet you Blade do better than Superman and Wesley Snipes come back.
Moby XL is here.
Parker, you said something that was interesting. You said Blade was nostalgia and past his prime, but wasn't everybody telling you that about Superman? Like he's and I'm not going at you.
You want smoke?
I don't want smoke. But everybody, but listen,
Parker, let him speak.
You literally said what everybody else was saying about Superman. I never said no. Let's be clear. I said I want the Superman movie to do good. I want it to do good, but everybody was telling you exactly what you just said about Blade. What would be different? I'm trying to understand that.
Check this out, though, right? We go back to what was the last Blade movie, right? That started you say the revival of the MCU back then, right? Hold on, okay. We haven't gotten a Blade movie. We had problems trying to get to the finish line with a so-called Blade, and we ain't even there yet. So, to me, I don't know if Blade fits as much as y'all think he fits in the new MCU, right? We see who they get it back to. It wasn't Blade to come back. Right? That's 80 million. I don't think he's as important. Right? I don't care about that. I don't think he's as important. I look at
you don't think he's important?
Can I finish? He's gonna interrupt me. Oh man, hey. I follow the money though, right? And who they gave that big bag to? Morton, right? Junior, right? Oh, like around 80 million to come back. They didn't get it as a Blade, right? He's the golden goose for Marvel.
I understand. How does it equate to Superman, though? I asked you a question.
I'm not bringing up Superman, though. Right?
No, I
If we be fair, Superman has been more active than Blade. Hold on, let me finish. Can I finish? In movies and TV shows, he's been more active than Blade. That's a fact.
Well, let me tell you something, Parker. Last I checked, Who of these two characters have been in a $1 billion film? Blade or Superman? Within the last 30
Oh
years?
shit, Rick, that ain't even fair. Rick. That ain't even fair.
Blade,
I'm
this
only
is
closing history here.
Okay,
That ain't even fair.
you know what? Now we bring up Blade numbers. I mean, the Twilight destroyed Blade at the box office. Sit down, Rick. Don't play with me.
Well, but
Twilight.
we're talking about
What? Blade. That ain't the same thing.
Nigga, what?
It's a vampire movie, is it not?
Listen, Parker. They are. If I were to put Superman and Blade, and we would say, hey, which one of y'all had the last of y'all was in a movie that made $1 billion? Superman will be nowhere to found for the next 30 years.
You think they made $1 billion because
Hold on. They have never. Matter of fact, how about this? Superman has never, and the Rick means never, been in $1 billion movie. How about that? Never.
I mean,
not Superman. Not Superman 2. You can add them all up. Maybe it's $1 billion.
Well, what did Blade do by itself, though? What did Blade do by itself?
Parker, I can say
this. He was
this,
a guest appearance. They get this.
Parker, I can say this though. I'm gonna be honest with you. If they bring Wesley back as Blade, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Go ahead.
And I'll put money on this. I'm gonna tell you that Blade movie will do better than a Superman movie next year as far as box office. I'm not even.
I'll take that bet.
I'm just being honest. If they bring Wesley back as Blade, it's gonna do better than a Superman movie. I'm sorry,
I guarantee. Listen, man, I'll take that bet all day, twice on Sunday. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Listen, Parker, that's just like if they had a Superman game coming out. I guarantee you that Blade game would sell well more than that Superman game.
Well, we can get a chance to see that Blade game come out right on Xbox. Let's see you go out there and buy it, big money.
Hold on. One more, man. And what you said, man?
Hell yeah, that's Blade, bro.
Well, I said, that's easy work right now. Right now, look, the Blade being in a Deadpool movie have more hype than the movie Superman.
Parker, you could be on. You said you objective, Parker. You could be honest. You don't think that there's more hype for that than Superman,
right?
You don't think that the Blade is more hype? They're more hype.
No, I don't think so. Right? Because for one, right, with Blade, if he's doing supposedly all this, they can't get out the way of bringing a Blade movie out. Let alone a TV show.
You can say the same thing for Superman, brother. They release bad movies. Come on now. What we doing here?
What bad movie? I ain't seen no bad Superman movie besides.
Really? Can I interest you in Superman 3, Superman 4, Superman Returns? You want to talk about some bad movies?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
the worst Superman movie I think was probably A Quest for Peace.
Okay, that was Superman 4. But I just named the three of them. You tell me.
Richard Pryor, maybe you could. Maybe I don't know. So Peace was definitely bad.
After Superman 2, it was over, bro. It was over.
Done.
Big money, sit your ass down. You don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, can we just be honest here that there's more interest in Blade at this point than Superman?
Talk that shit,
Levon. Can we just be honest?
Levon is
a lot of people were hyped. A lot of people were clapping in the movie theater when Wesley Snipes Blade came out.
Was you born when the first Blade movie? No, you did not. Sit down.
But
I'm just saying, people are more hyped at this point with Blade Wesley Snipes than Superman as a whole, brother. I'm just saying, brother. I'm just saying.
How old is that Wesley Snipes?
Superman boring, my nigga.
Look, the panel is speaking my language, brother. They're speaking my language.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me talk to Nico, right? Superman is boring to you. Don't say Superman is boring. I know Superman might be boring to you.
We tired of the same thing, bro. Blade the nigga, G. Blade the nigga.
Nico. Nico says powder puff girl. You talking about
Hey, Parker, when I was looking at that Xbox show, when they showed Blade, I almost pissed my motherfucking self. Nigga, I said, oh shit.
Shout out
That's not excitement.
Hey, shout out to Sevi. Sevi says, don't nobody clap for Superman. Wow.
Yeah. Ain't nobody clap for Sevi.
Yo, I'll clap for it right now. Listen, so anyway, here's a clap for Sevi.
Sevi with your Sevi?
Yeah, Sevi, clap for you, baby. So hey, check this out. So now, check the thanks for coming through, brother. Now listen, God tier greatness. He said Parker got his Superman pajamas on with a cape, wig, and the feet on him right now. Oh man,
Rick is gonna take a slow clap for Superman right now.
But like, unlike Nico, I could probably actually fit any costume.
Wait,
right?
yo, you notice when Parker gets backed against the wall, he always swing on Nico.
Superman dead, my nigga.
First.
Superman gonna flop, my nigga.
Oh,
it's okay,
like you gonna flop on a tangerine.
It's okay, boy. It's all
man.
It's okay, boy.
Yo, Parker gets beside us and boy, you can't talk about Kal-El, boy. Parker lose his
Blade is in the movie that made $1 billion, my nigga. Come on now.
Superman ain't never been in a $1 billion movie. Never.
Cut it out, Parker.
Yeah, he may have been in $1 billion, but you know you had 100 billion nuggets, nigga. Stop it.
That's all you gonna do. Talk about food, nigga. That shit get old, boy.
What you talking about? That's all you eat is over with, G. Now here's some food for thought, Nico. Here's some food for thought. Don't try to put your head in the microwave, right?
I just want. Hey, Ricky.
Yeah, it was good.
Hey, Rick.
Yes, sir.
I just want to say this, man. When Wesley Snipes appeared, motherfuckers jumped up, bro. I've never been to a Superman movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jump out of his feet, bro. Like I'm just saying, man. That's a strong aura right there, man.
Yeah, I want to see that. Let me get movie done.
I'm just saying, Parker. Are we seeing the same energy, the same hype for this Superman? Like, are we?
I mean, here we got the movie coming.
No.
Ain't that hype for Blade? That's hype for Blade.
No.
Is Kevin Feige hype for Blade? I think not.
Parker.
They ain't putting no effort to bring that movie out. They having problems over there.
Your boy Superman's dead, bro.
They have some problems. Yeah, he died in the comic books, but he's back alive, though, right? And like my saying is fuck everybody. We don't care what you got to say in the chat or in the
last time I saw Superman, Batman had an armored suit on him, stomping on his chest. He called for Martha.
Hey man,
yeah,
who sold more comic books as total?
Oh man, he's trying to pull out all the stops. He
sold the most comic books of any superhero.
Parker's in his bag right now. He's been
on the longest. He's been on the longest.
Eventually, Parker's bag doesn't have anything in it. It's empty.
Like you said, but talk to me when the actual Blade movie comes out. That's it.
Wait, look.
All right. So let's get on to this Borderlands. Let's talk about Borderlands.
Hey, I think this Borderlands movie might make more than Superman.
You don't believe that, baby, bro. You don't believe that.
Who watched the Borderlands movie? They ain't going to watch it.
Nobody.
Not yet, but I'm going to though. I ain't going yet.
Oh, look at this nigga. Oh, it's not bothering you.
Lately, it's been getting some bad reviews. Bad.
You watch that, Nico?
8% in tomato meter. The audience score is 50% though. That's interesting.
See, they might like it.
50%.
Okay.
And this movie has Kevin Hart and all that stuff. So
we gotta start calling him Kevin Fart or Kevin Flop because listen, bro, this is the thing. What happens when you have a bad movie? It's not always on the movie. Sometimes those actors they gotta take accountability. Like they brought you in here to put asses in a seat, and apparently, I have never seen a Rotten Tomatoes score this low in my life. Listen. I've done horrible things in my life. I'm a man of God now. I've seen bad things, but I have never seen an 8 Rotten Tomatoes movie. I've never seen one before. 8? Bro! Now look at this. Now listen, let's just play devil's advocate here. Look at the video game. The video game itself was an 84 on Xbox 360. The second one was an 89. On Xbox 360. And the game itself has sold more than 77 million copies that have been shipped.
That's good.
26
yeah,
million
that's good.
Borderlands 2. And this filth has been released. I want to know who were the producers, the executives, who was in charge of distribution that thought, number one, this was a good license to obtain to make a video game out of. Number 2, to green light the budget for this movie.
With Nico.
What was the budget? What's the budget?
I'm glad you asked that, Sir Big Money. The budget on this film was $120 million. What if I told you that the movie only made $10 million worldwide? Worldwide! Yo, that is crazy.
Nobody went and seen it. That's insane.
Bro,
I'm gonna go see it though.
This movie, I am too. When it's half price Tuesday. Hey, what's time? She's still in here. She want to go.
Cause sometimes when when the critic score is low, but the audience score higher,
Well, Nico,
you know, you make
Nico,
it surprise.
hold on, Nico. Let me save you. I got to stop you here. When an audience score is 50%, that is not something you want to hit your wagon to. Okay? Okay? When it's like 80%, 85, hell, even 90. Hell, I'll go as low as a 76. But when it's 50%, that means half the motherfuckers left. The only people they interview are the ones that stayed, and they didn't want to admit that they lost $15, so they tell you that it was all right. This here is a travesty. I'm kind of glad this happened, though, and I'll tell you why. I am sick, and the Rick means sick, of people trying to adapt freaking video games to movies. I've had enough. I never liked any of those Resident Evil movies that came from the video game. That first Mario Brothers movie was awful.
That was fucking insanely awful.
Oh my god!
You talking about the old one?
Yes.
You talking about the old one?
Okay. Yes. I am so sick of people trying to take video games and making them into movies. Uncharted, they got lucky. They had Mark Wahlberg and they had a guy that people thought was Spider-Man when they went to go see it. That's why people went to go see that movie. Let's just keep.
But see, that's what they thought. They thought the same thing was going to happen because Kevin Hart was in this. Yeah. They thought the same thing was going to happen.
But Kevin Hart play out to me though, man. They kind of overusing Kevin Hart though. Like, bro, he was funny back in the day, but they kind of, he doing too much nowadays.
Let's not just blame Kevin Hart for this, because there's a guy named Jack Black, Jamie Lee Curtis, Gina Gretchen, Florida. Yeah, there's a lot of people here. Edgar Ramirez, Kate Blanchett.
And Ricky, I can guarantee you, every last one of those actors, every last one of the producers, they never even played the game. Never, damn one of them played that game.
So this falls on Lionsgate. So Lionsgate was the distributor of this. Whew, my God. Lionsgate, they used to be Artisan. Their headquarters is in Santa Monica. They're probably going to file Chapter 11 after this.
Flop of the decade, man.
This is a flop of... Bro, I've never seen one like... Now listen...
Only 10 million? Like this, bro.
Now there was this movie called Pluto Nash that Eddie Murphy played in.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
I never watched that movie.
Well, you don't need to watch it. You don't need to watch it.
Now, here's what I would tell you about Pluto Nash. Pluto Nash is probably still worse because I'll tell you why. Pluto Nash's budget was $100 million. Can you guys take a guess at what the box office take was for Pluto Nash?
Like maybe 20 million?
Too high. Next.
Damn.
5 million?
5 million?
Yeah, 5 million.
Too low. Next.
About 10 million?
Too high.
That's still 10 million.
Oh, 2 million?
$7 million.
Oh, okay. Dang.
That was 3 million off.
Yeah,
that was one of the worst movies forever.
Eddie Murphy's career. It almost ruined his career.
Yeah,
it almost ruined his career. It literally almost. Now listen. Now look. Now to be fair to Eddie Murphy, this is who he had to work with. Randy Quaid. You know who Randy Quaid is? He's Eddie from the Vacation movies. Uncle Eddie.
Yeah.
Okay, Rosario Dawson. She's got heavies, but she wasn't the Rosario Dawson.
She got a flat booty.
Well, listen, but she wasn't that Rosario Dawson that we know now. Luis Guzman, you know who he is. He played in freaking Carlito's Way. Pam Grier, who was like 70 years old when it came out. Come on. Pam Grier, who was born in 1949, and this movie came out in 2002. I don't think nobody wants to see that. Thank you. But no thanks. So Eddie didn't have a whole lot to work with. It's not all his fault. But see, that's the thing. You have to be trained as an actor. You have publicists. You have people to know not to take shitty roles, bro. You can't take everything. And I think that was one of Samuel L. Jackson's issues when he became established after doing the Die Hard movie. I thought that he started taking roles that he shouldn't have taken, like Amos and Andrew, like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he took a character like Gator, made him legendary. And, then you're taking Amos and Andrew, stuff like that. Losing Isaiah, I think he played in. That was a good movie. But then, Samuel L. Jackson are playing a nice movie, and then he'll go and he set us back 10 years by going to take some junk.
Inconsistency. Is that what you?
Oh, do you remember that movie, Rick? What was that movie? He was some old man and he had some white woman chained up.
Oh, Black Sun Moon or something.
Oh my
like that.
God, that was terrible.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. You can't take everything, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was tripping. He was tripping. So, I mean, long story short, I mean, look, the show's about over. There is no need to beat a dead horse. This horse was dead when they said go. This was done. The first time I ever saw this movie, like the full trailer, was when I went to go see Deadpool Wolverine.
I think Kevin Hart should go back to stand-up.
I don't think he can. He's not funny anymore. He never really was funny anyway. He always just made fun of his height and changed his voice down real squeaky or whatever. Kevin Hart is a very untalented comedian. His writers are getting stale for him. Every comedian, for y'all that don't know, every comedian has a writer. They all don't write that stuff on their own. For years, Richard Pryor's buddy over there, who had some
Paul Mooney,
things, he used to write a lot of Richard stuff. John Witherspoon was another guy that used to write for other people. Like, some people can just write for other people.
Oh yeah, that's true. Like,
they just can. They're better off as a writer as opposed to being a deliverer. So not everybody's a deliverer. He said, "I thought Black
Rick,
was Big Money favorite movie." Oh man,
You know what?
Yeah, Pam. Hold on, my bad, Big Money. Larry Buss is right. Pam do got heavies, but bro, they're 80 years old. Go ahead, Big Money.
Yeah, they look like milk duds.
Yeah, she got some heavies.
The thing about that is like you never seen somebody at one of those comic things where you go to where they show the comics. You never seen anybody at one of the video game, one of those studios talking about when are y'all gonna do a Borderlands movie. No one asked for that. No one. I never heard anyone talk about, oh man, wouldn't it be great if they had a Borderlands movie? No one thought of that. So I'm trying to figure out who the fuck came up with the great plan to say, hey man, we should do a Borderlands movie. Because no one asked for it. If the fans don't ask for it, don't do it.
Yeah.
Only when you hear the fans talk about it, then you think about doing it. But if the fans ain't talking about it, please don't do it. Please, because it makes no sense.
It felt like it was kind of random, like all the blue.
I first heard about this like 2 weeks ago. I didn't even know they was doing one. I didn't know they was doing a Borderlands movie. It's just no one asked for this movie. No one asked for it, bro. No one. So this is the end result.
Hey, look, it sucks. Now, for those that were interested, the heavies of the week go to Sabrina from Supacell. If you guys can take a look at this picture, look at her. This is those heavies. Isn't a picture worth 1,000 words there? So she gets the heavies of the week. Shout out to Sabrina from
What is a baddie,
Supacell.
man? What's her real name? I
I'll say I'll put better than that.
Oh my god.
So she gets
Tracy Ellis Ross.
That's her name?
Yeah, she got a fatty.
No, that's Diana Ross' daughter.
Yeah, she got a fatty.
But that's who Sabrina is? That's daughter?
No.
No,
What I just
Tracy
mentioned, Diana
Ellis
Ross' daughter. Tracy Ellis, remember she's be on Girlfriend.
She's the lead girl from Girlfriends. The girl with the big ass eyes.
Yeah, she's on Blackish, right? Is that show still going?
Yeah.
No. I don't care. Who is the girl with the heavies? What's her name?
I don't know. I just said, what's her IG? I need her IG.
Oh,
Sabrina.
Yeah.
I always say I think it was better than her. I'll pick Tracy Ellis Ross. That's what I said. I'm saying
no. You bugging Parker.
Yeah,
she look way better than Tracy.
Her name is.
She's way prettier.
Hold on.
Nah, I would take Tracy though.
Tracy's prettier than her, Parker. I mean,
I think Tracy better though. I would take Tracy over her. Not saying she's not
over who?
Over the one Ricky just showed. I would take Tracy Ellis Ross over her.
Over Sabrina and Supercell. Yeah. I think Sabrina bad, yo.
Nadine Mills.
I mean, I might be a bit biased to Tracy. You talking about Tracy Ross?
Yeah, Tracy Ellis Ross. Diana Ross. I think that's her daughter, right?
I always had a long crush on Tracy Ross, though. Even though she's 60.
Yes, I would take her.
Hey, y'all, let me say this right quick. I got to get up out of here. Z hit me up about 15 minutes ago.
You know
man,
what? You tell Z we got a growing show and tell him to take them stale crackers and go back and have another Xbox funeral. Listen,
I told him I was going to be there in a couple of minutes. I told him I was going to be there.
We all going over there to crash this show. That's what we going to do. We all going to go over there and crash this show. But before we do that, I want to thank the chat for being here. Appreciate all y'all for being here. Brierios is #1 person here all the time. Dark Lord Fusion, God tier greatness. For some reason, my what's the name panel left. I can't see who was in the chat. I don't know what happened, but I appreciate everybody that was here. The channel is growing. Please like and subscribe if you are not, because we are about to. I didn't think we would hit 500 because we were still at like 2 something. We are now at 352 subs. So we kind of.
Really, I think it's possible.
Yeah, we pretty much grew overnight, like literally, like overnight.
Yeah. So it was that I keep telling Rick, it was that last episode. If you're here today and you didn't check that episode out, go check out that episode from last week. It was a great episode. It's almost at 600 views.
Yes, sir.
Like I say, like 600 views in 6 days. That's incredible. That's fucking incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome.
If we can get to 1,000 views on that, I think that this channel will grow even more. I was telling Rick the other day, fuck that gaming shit. Let's stick with the fucking movie shit.
There's more content in the movies and comics. There's more content.
Yeah, it's really growing on here, bro. So thank y'all for coming out and checking us out.
No doubt.
Big facts. Rick, check your phone, Rick.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Ty, you still here, Ty? I'm gonna say some Ty. Since the show about to be over.
Yeah,
I think that actual might get 2 million that first week, Ty.
Yeah, good luck, Deuce. So listen, shout out to the panel. Welcome back to Parker. He had a little problem. We gonna get that bad, man. We gonna figure this out. Shout out to Big Money for coming through. Shout out for Levon steering the ship. Yeah, Mr. Manhattan for breaking Parker's legs from time to time.
We ain't breaking no legs.
Shout out to Nico, the Gaming Zero. He came in and Nico came in. He was swinging at Parker. Everybody think he's swinging at Parker. Shout out to Deuce for coming through. He always lets me know what's going on. And shout out to the Red Line himself, Ty, that man. And we thank all of you guys. Yes, Nadine Mills, the Larry Bus was always on there. He was on that. Thriller Ali, everybody came through. Dark Lord Fusion, Swordfish. Everybody that came through. If I didn't get to you, that's because my cousin Rob was here. Butts Unplugged. Man, that name's, you gotta fix that. Fleshbone. Listen, everybody that came through, I appreciate it. Help us grow. Hit that like button on your way out of here. Like and subscribe. Do that. Do what we gotta do. Let's get to that 500. We almost there. We 70% of the way. 70%. We almost there. So to that I say, y'all, thank you very much. And we will see you guys on Friday on the arcade. All right. Y'all be safe out there.